Okay, here we have Gregg Allman's I'm No Angel solo album, obviously. Picked this one up at some record show. I couldn't resist it. I really got into the Allman Brothers around 1992 when I was on Dead Tour, and we stopped in Milwaukee Summerfest between Chicago and Deer Creek. There was a little lag time, and King of Loggins was playing on that one, and the Allman Brothers were the headliner that night. So, and I wasn't too familiar with them, but I recognized Blue Sky, and I just thought these guys were kicking ass. These guys were so awesome, so I really got into them at that point. Saw them at Red Rocks after tour, which is a whole other story in itself, which I've got Allman Brothers album, so I'll tell those stories then. But a Gregg Allman memory I have is around 94, 95, he was playing at Slim's little club in San Francisco. So me and all my buddies got together and we went to go see Gregg Allman. And we partied pretty hard beforehand. And my buddy Josh, he goes so fucked up that he was going around to people waiting in line asking somebody to punch him in the face. I felt like getting somebody punching me in the face, and nobody would punch him in the face until one guy said, I don't want to punch in the face, but it's like, all right, if you're going to beg me, I'll punch you in the face. And he got punched in the face, and so that was the end of that. But another thing was, there was a guy in line that looked just like David Crosby, and I remember we all went up to him and were like, dude, has anybody ever told you? Before we could even finish, he's like, yeah, I get that all the time. And to this day, I think that might have been David Crosby. I thought about this recently when David Crosby just passed. Like, I swear, there's nobody that's going to look like David Crosby. Like, that guy looks like David Crosby. So, the world may never know. That could have been David Crosby. Which would make sense because Tara and I were in an elevator once, and we got in an elevator with Graham Nash, and it was at the Montgomery Hotel in downtown San Francisco. And during the floor ride, I was wearing Giants stuff. We had just come from the Giants game. And so for about 3 or 4 floors, Graham Nash, Tara, and I talked about Barry Bonds. But we didn't know it was Graham Nash. I knew it was somebody. This was somebody that he's famous, and it wasn't until like hours later, I'm like, fuck, that was Graham Nash. That's who that was. So the fact that I ran into a CSN person and didn't know until later on down the line, it's apropos for me. So anyway, back to Gregg Allman. Gregg Allman, fun solo album. Your Allman Brothers band was, kicked so much more ass. So 52 Statesboroughs for me.